Hi. I'm up in Sedona, Arizona, and so I decided to take a little hike today. And it's actually, it's not really that hot, but it's midday, and so I'm gonna take a little break on this riverbed. You can see a little bit behind me. I just did, actually just did a channeling within the Akasha, within my records, and then they said I should go into the virus. I don't know if I'll post the other video, even though it had some good information. It's still like 12 minutes long, and I know no one likes to watch videos anymore than I do for a long period, so I may post it and not. I may or may not post it, but anyway, I opened up the records of the COVID-19 virus, so let me. It's still got this, like, it's a strong feeling, but it's not as strong as it was. So it's saying that it's really sorry that there's so much misinformation and pain being spread that's associated with it. Its intent is not to harm. And what I've heard, like, the strongest thing that you can do is to send it love. Love is reflective, so it always comes back to you. Fear spreads the virus. So you've got to do things, especially if you have children and stuff, you've got to do stuff so that with them, so that you're not bringing fear to what you're doing. So just doing the things like, so this is an opportunity right now too to really get to kind of own your sovereignty and go into that place of pure connection with yourself, the sensing and knowing. You can practice that by being inside yourself, breathing through your spine, going inside, and then going to your skin and feeling like the breeze or the sweat or the your clothing on your skin, and then going back inside. So like the pulse, that's part of fifth dimension. It's a pulse, right? I don't know how it's related to this or not, but and then asking while you're in that space. So asking, I have a fly bothering my leg. Asking while you're in that space what you need to know. Taking time to calm your mind, go inside your body, go out, practice that. Doesn't have to be very long, be like 5 minutes. If you want to do it a little longer, that's fine, but any more than 20 minutes is just kind of diminishing returns. So you don't need to take much longer than that to take time to calm your body, mind. The heat does cause the virus to, it kind of kills the virus because it's molecular, so it's reminding me of that. The more attention you give it, the worse that is. It's like people that want to read the news every day and look at numbers with it. That's not healthy. You're inviting it into your space. You're such a powerful creator. So try not to do that. Try to turn the news off with those things. When people pass, they're on their path. And we're eternal and immortal, so we don't die. So honoring that space is really important too. Honoring the fact that you're, eternal and immortal, and the people around you are as well. So it's impossible to know that and not have grief when somebody passes, but or the sense of missing the physical, but just know that the more energy you put against that, it's a way of dishonoring them and their journey. So the best thing to do is focus on those things that felt good, that you shared with them. And as those emotions come up, when you think about that and kind of intentionally think about things like that, it's really important to move that energy. And it's best done in kind of a cathartic way. And everyone's different. So there's no judgment or, if you don't do, if you think, oh, she's like, this is not something I would want to do or whatever, that's fine. There's definitely no judgment from me. And, but historically for me, this has been really helpful. So I just wanted to share that. I'm being called to share that with you. So you think of the person, you think of maybe a great time that you had, and then the sense of the loss or the missing of the physical comes forward, and then it feels painful. So it's really important to move that pain, crying if you can cry, and if you're with somebody who can hold you while you go through that, it's even better. So it's like a part of this virus is like a earth cleansing, and so we're all being cleansed of those emotions that aren't serving us and aren't letting us kind of connect into our wholeness. Remember how powerful you are. You have divine energy and love in your cells. You keep shining your inner light, seeing the light in others, remembering how powerful your thoughts and feelings are, your feeling states, your emotional states. And so be very present with those every day so that you can try to always get kind of back to a better state when you're not feeling good, but also let those emotions go. I thought I had moved some stuff, grief around. I was actually kind of mad at I had a brother who only lived for 5 hours. He was born premature. And I know we would have been really close. And I know we decided to come here together. So what came up for me the other night was something I hadn't really thought about. And it was very painful, which was kind of being pissed at him for leaving early because there was stuff I wanted to create with him. I know we made a plan like that. I remember my dad telling me he looked like an angel. He was beautiful, perfect in every way. And I believe he chose to leave because I believe we're all soul energies and we pick our time of birth and our parents, and we make all those plans, right? So anyway, so I had kind of a conversation with him and then the next day, one of my wisdom cards was to ask the Blue Angel, Archangel Michael, to heal a situation that had come up. And I don't really have a lot of situations with people, but I was like, oh, yeah, I do with this guy, And I felt like I'd already let it go, but he kind of helped me do that too. So anyway, Archangel Michael's a beautiful energy and angel to call on too if you want to think of threads. We have threads with people because we're all connected. And so if you want to get rid of that thread, you can just ask him to think of him as blue, and take his blue sword, and he'll just cut, the cord gently, and ask him to heal you. And if you feel a spot in your body where that cord was attached, you can ask your angels to pour in this gold dust, like a salve that heals that area. So anyway, sort of interesting to connect in with the virus and to have these messages come forward. But obviously somebody's got to hear them or wants to hear them, I think. There's a lot of energies being processed right now. And so don't be too hard on yourself. Be really gentle. Again, take time to calm your mind. Shine your light. Look for the light in others. And be very conscious of how you bring fear into your world, and make time, to make time every day to go into those spaces where you're connecting with the earth. So here's some hikers out here. Hello. So anyway, it's actually, even though it's hot, it could be hotter. So we've had a beautiful day today, beautiful breeze right now. So trust wherever you are in the world that you are enjoying your time as best you can, and sending love and taking care of yourself and your family the best way that you know how. And again, the best way to do that is without fear. It's to step into your power. Know how amazing you are. Know what incredible creators you are. And if, this is a holographic reality, right? So Bashar says that every second we have billions of decisions we're making based on our thoughts. So the idea of holding good thoughts all the time, or as much as you can, we're human, is really, really important, because you always want to be moving in those spaces. And we can't go to the and do anything in the past, and we can't go in the future. It's only the present, and my memory's not that good. And I used to wonder about that, but actually it's good. It's good that I don't have a really strong memory, because it really does keep me in the present. So blessings and love. Take care.